problem under a histogram is this one. The length of a 40 leaves of a plant are measured correct to 1 millimeter, and the obtained data is represented in the following table. Okay, you are given table like this, and for this draw histogram to represent the given data, and you are given hint that first make a class intervals continuous, and second is there any other suitable graphical representation for the same data that you want to see, and is it correct to conclude that the maximum number of leaves are 153 millimeter long? Why? Okay. So now here if you observe this table, I can see that these class intervals are not continuous. In the previous histogram, we have class intervals in the continuous way. Okay, 0 to 5, 5 to 10, like this. Okay, where this previous class interval ends up, from there next class interval starts like this, 10 to 15. See here, second class interval ends with the 10, and next class interval starts with the 10. So if you have class intervals in this way, that are called continuous class intervals. But in this class interval, how you have these class intervals? There is a break between 126 to 127. Okay, 118 to 126. After that, there is a break between 126 to 127. So if you have like this class intervals, then first you have to make these class intervals continuous. Okay, so how to make a continuous? You have to subtract 0.5 from the first number, and you have to add 0.5 to the second number. Okay, for each class interval, you have to subtract 0.5 from the first number, that is lower limit, and you have to add 0.5 to the second number, that is upper limit. Okay, so then you will get continuous class intervals. Okay, in the next column you are given number of layers, so that gives you the frequency of that class intervals. Okay, so now 180, from the first number you have to subtract 0.5. 180 means that is 118.0. From that you have to subtract 0.5. Okay, 10 minus 5, that is 5, and 7 left here, 7 minus 0, 7, and 117.5. Okay, so by subtracting 0.5 from 118.0, we get 117.5, and you have to add 0.5 to this second number. 126 means so that is 126.0. To that you have to add 0.5. So then you will get 5, 6 plus 0, 6, 2, 126.5. Okay, so second number in the first class interval is 126.5, and next second class interval, from the first number you have to delete 0.5. Okay, 127 means 127.0. From that you have to subtract 0.5. So then now how much you will get? 10 minus 5, 5, and 6 left here. So 6 and 2 and 1. Okay, 126.5. So in the next class interval, first number is 126.5. After deleting 0.5 from this 127. Okay, now we can see that where first class interval ends, from there next class interval starts. Okay, and now 135. To that you have to add second number. You have to add 0.5. Okay, so then we will get 135.0 plus 0.5. That is 135.5. Okay, so second number in this class interval is 135.5. So like that you have to do for each class interval here. Next, in the third class interval, first number is 136. From the first number you have to delete to subtract 0.5. 10 minus 5, that is 5, and 5 left, so 5, 3, 1. Okay, so first number is 135.5. After deleting 0.5 from the first number in this, and add 0.5 to 144, so then you will get 144.5, and next do the same type of, next we get 145 minus 0.5. How much you will get? 144.5, and 153. To that you are adding 0.5. You will get you check by calculating. Okay, 153.5 you will get next 154 minus 0.5 you will get 153.5, and if you add 0.5 to 162 you will get 162.5 like that. Next class interval will be 162.5 to 171.5. Next class interval will be 171.5 to 180.5. Okay, do these calculations inside and check out whether we have like these class intervals. Now you see these class intervals are continuous. Okay, from where this previous class interval ends, so from there the next class interval begins. Okay, see 126.5, here 135.5, here 144.5, and here 153.5, and here 162.5, 171.5, and frequency column that is same. Okay, 3, here 5, and next here 9, then here 12, then 5, then 4, then 2. Okay, next how to make a histogram for this continuous class interval, that you know now. Okay, so now you have to take class intervals on the x-axis and frequencies on the y-axis. Okay, always in a histogram you have to take on x-axis class intervals, continuous class intervals you have to take on x-axis, and on y-axis you have to take frequencies. Okay, and after that now you see first class interval frequency, that is 3. First class interval starts from 117.5 to 126.5. So there you have to draw a rectangular bar of height of 3. Okay, frequency is 3 means you have to draw rectangular bar of height of 3 exactly in between 2 and 4. You have 3, so there you have to draw rectangular bar of height of 3. Okay, so this is for a first class interval. Next class interval starts from 126.5 and ends with 135.5. Okay, and on the x-axis you have to take a first number, that is 117.5. Okay, actually we are marking usually in a graph first number 0, 1, 2 like that, but here we take 1 centimeter as this much unit. Okay, length of the class interval that I taken this one 117.5, first number you have to take that, and next one is 126.5, next point is 135.5, next point is 144.5, next point is 153.5. Okay, next point is 162.5, like that up to 180.5. Okay, and you have to start with the 170.5 to 126.5, and height of that rectangular bar is 3. How to get height? You have to look at the frequency. Next class interval 126.5 to 135.5. For that, what is the height of the rectangular bar? Height of the rectangular bar is 5. Why? Because see in that class interval frequency is how much? That is 5. Okay, so up to 5 you have to take the length of the rectangle. Okay, where is 5? Exactly in between 4 and 6. And here on y-axis I taken 1 centimeter as 2 units. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8 up to 12 I taken. If you have lengthier graph sheet, you can take 1 centimeter as 1 unit. Okay, then you will get a better figure. Okay, so this is the rectangular bar of height of 5, and the next rectangular bar of height of 9 you have to draw, that is from 135.5 to 144.5. Okay, 135.5 to 144.5 you have to draw rectangular bar of height of 9, that is from here to here. You have to draw rectangular bar of height of 9, that is exactly in between 8 and 10, 9. Okay, so here it is. So this is a rectangular bar of height of 9. Next from 144, look at the table, 144.5 to 153.5 you have to draw rectangular bar of height of 12. Okay, 12 is here. So next rectangular bar of height of 12 units. Okay, this much height, and that is for a class interval 144.5 to 153.5. Next class interval is from 153.5 to 162.5, and you have to draw rectangular bar of height of 5. Okay, is your next rectangular bar is from 162.5 to 171.5, and it is of height of 4 units. Okay, 4 is your, so here you have to draw rectangular bar of height of 4 units. Next rectangular bar is from 171.5 to 180.5, and it is of height 2 units. Okay, 2 is your, so you have to draw rectangular bar of height 2 units. That is for the last class interval. So this is a histogram for the given table, and next you have to answer second one and the third one. Second one, is there any other suitable graphical representation for the same data? Yes, we have that is a frequency polygon. Okay, so answer for the second one is the frequency polygon. And next third one is that is it correct to conclude that the maximum number of leaves are 153 millimeter long? Why? Here you see what is the maximum number of leaves. This is this frequency column that represent the number of leaves. Okay, where you have maximum number of leaves? Here 12. Okay, 12 is a maximum number of leaves. That is for which class interval? That is for this class interval. Okay, so here maximum number of leaves 12 means that 12 leaves may have any length in between 144.5 to 153.5. Okay, they may have any length, but in between 144.5 to 153.5. So this doesn't indicate that all 12 leaves are of a length 153 millimeter long. So it is wrong to say like this. That is to conclude that the maximum number of leaves are 153 millimeter long. Why? Because I said already here 12 that indicates that these 12 leaves may have any length in between 144.5 to 153.5. Out of 12, 2 leaves may be of a height 144.6, and 3 leaves may have length 145, and 6 leaves may have a length 148, and how much? 9, 10, 11. Only one leaf may have a 153 millimeter long. So at that time it is wrong to say like this. Okay, here there are 12 leaves in between this class interval means that indicates that 12 leaves may have any length in between 144.5 to 153.5. It is wrong to say that all these 12 leaves are of length of 153 millimeter. Here I show one possibility. Okay, like that many possibility there. Okay, that 12 leaves may have any length in between these two numbers. Okay, 144.5 to 153.5. So it is wrong to say that all these are 12. That is maximum number of leaves are of length 153 millimeter long. Okay, so that is the reason. And third one. It is wrong to say maximum number of leaves. Maximum number of leaves are of length 153 millimeter long, because maximum number of leaves is 12 in that table, maximum number of leaves 12. We have any length between 144.5 to 153.5. Okay, I show one possibility, that is like this: 2 leaves are of this much length, 3 leaves are of this much length, 6 leaves are of this much length. One leaf is with the length of 153. So at that time it is wrong to say that all these 12 leaves are of length 153 millimeter long. Okay, like that you can give many other possibilities. Okay, thank you. Next problem is a random survey of the number of children of various age groups playing in a park was found as follows. Okay, a random survey of the number of children of various age groups playing in a park was found as below. Okay, I have given table like this. For this table, you have to draw histogram to represent the data above. Here you see class intervals are continuous, but what about the class size? That is upper number, upper limit minus lower limit, second number minus first number, that is different. Okay, see here 2 minus 1, that is 1, 3 minus 2, that is 1, 5 minus 3, that is 2. Okay, and here 7 minus 5, 2. Here 10 minus 7, that is 3, 15 minus 10, 5, and 17 minus 15, that is 2. Okay, you have class intervals of a different length. Okay, class size are different here. So at that time, you should not take up these number of children, that is a frequency, as the height of the rectangular bar. To calculate actual height of the rectangular bar, you have to do these steps. Okay, you have to do one more table in answer part with the class interval column and frequency column. These two columns will be there in the question. Okay, this age in years, so that in that you have class intervals. So first column you have to make for class intervals. Next number of children, that is a frequency column, that you take as f. After that, width of the class interval you have to find. Okay, width of each class interval. Now here 1 to 2, difference you have to take, that gives you d, width of the class interval, that is taken as a d, small letter d. That how to get that? You have to subtract the first number from the second number. 2 minus 1, that is a 1. Then 3 minus 2, that is a 1. 5 minus 3, that is a 2. 7 minus 5, that is a 2. Then 10 minus 7, that is a 3. 15 minus 10, that is 5. And 17 minus 15, that is 2. And here you can see that width of the class interval, you have different answers here, different d values. Okay, but in the previous histogram, if you observe, you will get a length of the each class interval same. Okay, but here length of class intervals are not same, they are of a different length. So at that time, how to find the actual height of the rectangular bar? That is by using this formula. Okay, length of the rectangle, that is given by the formula f by d, frequency by the width of the class interval into the lowest width. Okay, and among these d values, which is the lowest that is 1. Okay, that is the lowest width. So now you have to calculate actual length of the rectangle for each class interval. Now for the first one, what is f for this? That is 5. 5 divided by d value. D value for that is 1. Okay, 5 by 1 into 1. That gives you how much? Here this one cancels and anything by 1 or anything by 1 is a same thing. So here it is 5. So length of the rectangular bar here is 5. For the next class interval, actual height of the rectangular bar is f. What is f for that? Is 3. Okay, 3 divided by d. D is 1. This dividing by this one. Second column dividing by third column and into 1. That is the same for all. Okay, 3 by 1 into 1. Here also answer is 3 after cancelling 1 by 1. Okay. Next f by d. F by d here is 6 dividing by 2. F by d into the lowest width, that is 1, and here 2 ones are 2 3 times, 3 into 1, that is 3. So here length is 3. Next here f by d, f is 12 divided by d is 2 into lowest width, that is 1, and here 2 ones are 2 6 times, so here 6. Next here f by d 9 divided by 3 into the lowest width, that is 1, 3 ones are 3 3 times, so 3 into 1, that is 3. Okay, and here f by d, that is f is 10 divided by d is 5 into lowest width, that is 1, and 5 ones are 5 2 times, so your answer is 2 into 1, that is 2. Next here f by d, that is 4 divided by 2 into the lowest width, that gives you 2 ones are 2 2 times, 2 into 1, that is 2. So these are what these are actual height of the rectangular bar. Now we have to do histogram for this table. Okay, you have to take on this on x-axis, and height of the rectangular bar is on a y-axis. Okay. Next histogram for this table. Okay, on x-axis you have to mark points at equal distances, and you take 1 centimeter as a 1 unit and mark from 1 to 17. Okay, because the class interval starts with 1 and ends with 17. So 1 to 17 you have to mark, and on the y-axis we have to take the length of length of or not the length, the height. Okay, height of the rectangular bar, or length also, length or height. But the height of the rectangle, actually that gives you what? That gives you the proportion of children for a class size of 1. Okay, why class size 1? Because the lowest class size is a class width is 1. Suppose we make these class intervals with the equal class size, that is 1, then the frequency column, that will be like this. Okay, so that will be the actual height or actual length of the rectangular bar. So now for the first class interval 1 to 2, you have to draw rectangular bar of height 5, that is same as a here also. Okay? So from 1 to 2, you have to draw rectangular bar of height 5. You have to take up first class, no problem if you start with this point 1, or otherwise you start with this point 1 2 3, like that also you can start. In the previous histogram we taken this starting point here. Okay, 1 2 3 4, like that, no problem if you start like this, but there should be no gaps between rectangular bars. 1 to 2, you have to draw rectangular bar of height 5. So now this is a rectangular bar of height 5. Next rectangular bar of height 3, that is from 2 to 3, that is same as the previous, that is 3. Previous frequency and that actual frequency, that are same here. Okay, previous frequency and actual frequency, that are one and same. Now next rectangular bar of height 3 again, that is from 3 to 5. Okay, from 3 to 5 you have to draw rectangular bar of height how much again 3. Okay, but actual frequency is 3, but in this table you are given in the question table you are given frequency 6. Next frequency is what? In the table it is 12, but actual frequency you have to take that is a 6. From 5 to 7 you have to draw rectangular bar of 6. You don't look at this frequency column while drawing. You have to take only the last column while drawing histogram. Okay, so now from 5 to 7 we have to draw rectangular bar of height 6. Okay, 5 to 7. So like this. This is a rectangular bar of height 6. That is from 5 to 7. Next 7 to 10 rectangular bar of height 3 you have to draw. Okay, 3 is here, and that is from 7 to 10. Like this. Then 10 to 15, you have to draw rectangular bar of height 2. Okay, 2 is your 10 to 15. You have to draw rectangular bar of height 2. Next, last again same 15 to 17 rectangular bar of height 2. Okay, 15 to 17. This is a rectangular bar of height 2 from 15 to 17. So like this, you have to draw the histogram for different class size, class intervals. First, you have to do table in this way. After that, draw histogram like this. Okay. To do table in this way, you have to draw 2 more columns extra. That is the D column and the length of the rectangular bar. That is given by the formula F by D into lowest width. Okay, apply this formula to each class interval, then you will get the actual height of the rectangular bar. That you have to use in a histogram while drawing. Okay.